back to another episode of Sleeping Giants, Red Star Belgrade. Now, in our last episode, we managed to somehow, from the jaws of just despair, nick a point at home against Borussia Mönchengladbach, despite having two players sent off and me going absolutely mad, steam coming out of my ears. And frankly, if you think I went mad in that game, you should see what happens in Pompey later tonight, believe me. But we did get it, and Georgi Despotovic did score twice in that game. He's my hero at the moment. The problem is, though, of course, we lost MacLeod and Dragoljub Cernic in that game, which means they're not going to be able to play today against Lyon. And trust me, things are much, much, much worse than you think. And it may not look like that's the case when you look at the games we've had this month, but believe me, it is. First game of the month was against FK Vojvodina, and this was the beginning of things going very, very wrong for us. And by that, I don't mean in terms of on the pitch, because as you can see, we won the game and we were good. We weren't the best, but we came through with a good win. The downside of this game is that we lost Nenad Gavric, who is the only real recognised left winger that we have. And we've lost him for like 3 months, or even 4 months, I think, with like a torn calf muscle. Injuries now, it has got to the point where it is literally ridiculous. We could field an entire first team of players that are injured or suspended now, and that is going to cause us some serious problems. But as you can see, Vojvodina actually took the lead in this one. There was a foul for me in the build-up to this one, so I thought we were a little bit unlucky to go behind. But thankfully, we managed to fight against it, and we've had to fight a little bit for these sort of results this month. And I think we may have to continue to do so this season, because we do need to win this league, and we are still not on the top, but we are at least starting to reel them in a good strike there. It deflects off Petkovic in the end, so Militic won't actually get the goal. For me, it should have, but, you know, there you go. 1-1 on 51 minutes. Bear in mind, Partizan were drawing, so that was good at this point. Ristic's ball out to the edge of the area, and the good thing about Partizan drawing meant that, you know, we weren't actually dropping any points on them at this point, but I really thought this was a good chance for us to win. Ball in here, brought down by Savicevic. Eventually it's whipped back across. Cernic comes down to Spotovic. Really good football, and the Carefree, who's actually been very, very good this month, filling in for Nenad Gavric, who'd already gone off injured, of course, at this point, made it 2-1 to us. And he's had a lovely time. He's probably been one of my favourite players for us this month. He's really stepped into the fold, and he actually stepped into the fold again very soon after this. Militic on the edge of the area here drops the ball out wide again to MacLeod Ristic. Ball back across to Militic. Long range strike blocked, but Carefree is there on the rebound to make it 3-1 and wrap up a league victory. We have been superb in the league over the last few games, and we are pulling in Partizan, and I still do feel that we will eventually do so. We've still got half the season left, so I think that will be not a big problem. It's just the injuries, though. With Nenad Gavric, I think he's going to be out for 3 to 4 months. Torn calf muscle. Big problems. And that has been the story of this month, really, for us. In the next game against FK Radniki, this was a cup quarter-final, and we absolutely dominated it. They really didn't deserve the one goal that they did get. There was only 1 minute of stoppage time, and they scored in the second minute of it. But, you know, whatever. We were very, very good in this one. Adamenko's ball in there, and Despotovic scores, and it took us a little while to break them down. 34th minute, but once we did, it was all us, and 7 clear-cut chances, 4 of which resulted in goals. Despotovic is still in good form, and he's one of the, I think he could be our guiding light, really. He's one of the few players that hasn't picked up an injury this month, basically. And Spotovic with the ball through this time. He and Carefree have been pretty much what's keeping this team going at the moment. So 2-0 just before half-time, and that looked like semi-final wrapped up. I should also point out that, you know, I said there was a third division side in the draw in the quarter-final who were playing a second-tier side. Well, the third division team, Sloboda, actually won. So we could potentially be playing a third-tier team in the semi-final, which would be perfect, because that's basically a free rest game and a free ticket into the final. And as you can see, of course, Militic made it 3-0 there. Ball played out wide. Petkovic with the ball whipped in, brought down 2 bites at the Chelly. It was Ristic, not Militic. Militic scored the 4th one to make it 4-0 on 77 minutes, and a nice, comfortable win. It was nice to see us hit a few goals past the team. They did get one back in the 92nd minute, just a ball in and flicked into the net, and I was really disappointed with that, because you shouldn't be conceding goals like that against teams like this. But it happened, and we have to move on. It was a 4-1 win and through to the next round of the Cup. The draw hasn't been done yet. The draw is going to be in the next... Well, I'll tell you about what happened in the draw in the next episode. It happens sometime during the week. In our last game, though, we had a huge game, and unfortunately, Luka Jovic and Vukan Savicevic are both injured as well now. Savicevic has torn something as well, I believe. Torn calf muscle, 3 to 4 months, because that's just what happens. And Luka Jovic, of course, has picked up a knock as well. He's only just come back, and 7 to 9 days. Thankfully, he's not going to be out for too long, but he is going to miss today's game, and that is huge. I mean, look. We have 4 players suspended, 4 are injured. Peshnik is ineligible. Oh, I don't even know who's going to start that game. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys through that in a sec. Against Čukarički, we were actually very good. For an away team, against a side like Čukarički, bear in mind, Partizan were actually losing at times today, and they did drop some more points. So we have reeled them in a little bit more. Or did they drop more points? They look like they're about to. We're 2 points behind them now. And I think we're going to end up... Yeah, we've got half a season to reel in 2 points now. We've already reeled it back from 6 point gap to 4 points. So I think we shouldn't have a problem doing that. I actually think we'll probably win the league by like 9-10 points in the end. But we do still need to get that done, because at the moment, I think that any chance we had of going through in the Champions League is done because of the sheer amount of injuries and suspensions we've got for this game against Lyon. You know, we're basically playing our second string against Lyon in a crucial Champions League. Ball in here and a good header from Luka Jovic before he went off injured, of course, and I had to rearrange the entire team. But that does mean, of course, that we won't have the distraction of Europe after Christmas, I guess, because it's all or nothing today. We can't actually get Europa League. We can either qualify for the next round of the Champions League or we're out. So there's that. And the downside, of course, is not qualifying, but I don't think we really expected to. We've seen progress. We've won our first game in Europe this year. That one deflected it off their goalkeeper in the end, but Savicevic will claim that. And I think after Christmas, players might be able to start coming back, and we won't have to... I think we'll be okay. They got a penalty, which was their only clear-cut chance of the game. It was only their second shot of the game as well at this point. And I just think that that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to try and win the league again, which we will, I assume, do, but it is such a shame because of the way things have gone at the moment. So we will just take a look through that in a sec. So, I mean, look at this. Top goal scorer for us, of course, is Vukan Savicevic now with 11 goals, which is very impressive, actually. Despotovic and Gavric in there behind with 9, and Luka Jovic, of course, with 9 as well. Assists, Cernic, Antic with 8 each, Despotovic with 7. Otto, of course, doesn't have as many because he's been injured for so long. Player of the match is Jovic with 4 yellow cards, Darko Lazic with 8 red cards. Wow, he's had 2 of those already. Calm down, son. Lazic with 1, Jovanovic, Ristic, and Cernic with quite a few red cards. Interceptions. Lazic has been an absolute interception machine. 315 interceptions this season is insane. Key passes, of course, Milo Ristic is miles above everyone else on that one. Best ratio, probably Bogdan Planic and Savic. Well, actually, there's quite a few with 78. Key tackles. Why does it always go to the bottom? Lazic with 31, but Jovanovic has also done a lot of key tackles with a lot less games, so that's good to see. Aerial challenges, it's all Darko Lazic, and as for mistakes, of course, that is Ristic up there as well. Now, I mean, look at this. So let's go into the match preview and see who I can even play. We are going to play our standards. I mean, look at that. So, Jovic out, Savicevic out, Cernic out, Ristic out, Petkovic out, Jovanovic out, Jaksic out, Gavric out, Otto out. I don't even know who... Oh, my life. What does my assistant think? So, I mean, look at the... Hauger, Adamenko, Elmonier, Zivkovic. Just look at the amount of players we've got out injured or suspended. It's ridiculous. Which, I mean, it's not ridiculous. It does happen in real life, and it's just hammed to hit us right now, really. And we're not going to win this game. Not with this team. You know, Jovanovic is suspended. Petkovic is suspended. Cernic is suspended. Rahalo Ristic is suspended. We got 2 suspensions from those red cards against Mönchengladbach, and 2 more for hitting the yellow card limits. Gavric, Jovic, Savicevic, Otto are all injured. Jaksic, of course, is injured as well. Not that that's a huge deal. I'm not confident. I mean... Zivkovic has not played a single game for us this season. I don't even know who this guy is. Dusan Zivkovic. I mean, look. It's not good. All we can do is try, though. All we can do is try. We are away from home, of course. I don't see it. If anything, I mean, look at the bench. Stankovic, Stojanovic, Kovacevic, of course, Avramovsky, Antic, Geraldo. Antic is just not fit. And Rangelov. I'll see it happening, guys. That is all I can say. Sodslaw will end up winning, and then Gladbach will beat Real Madrid or something. But then again, we'd still get third if that did happen. But, oh no, we wouldn't, would we? Oh, yes, we would. We'd get it on head-to-head, wouldn't we? Because we've beaten Lyon both home and away. Wow, there's a Zivkovic on both teams. Ooh. We've just got to do our best. I'm going to start off on control, but obviously we're going to have to start throwing everything at this game at some point and just have to hope for the best. We've done it before in games, as you know, from our ridiculous comeback against PSV in that game, where I think we were 5-0 down and drew 5-5. And it goes against Real Madrid, although we did end up losing. So we shall see how this one goes. Oh, we're on bloody 3D highlights. I always forget to do that. Let's turn that off. Right, okay, let's go. I mean, if we were to win in France, it would probably be the greatest shock that we've had in this save so far. When you look at the team we've had to put out in this game, that sort of says it all, really. But we've shown our... You know, we've held our own against Gladbach over 2 legs, and we did actually beat Lyon at home. So I guess you just never know, but we did at least have a better team out in those games, and that is kind of the problem here. And Gladbach are actually bloody beating Real Madrid. Of course they are. When nothing goes right for you, nothing literally will go right for you. I'd love if we won this game and still didn't qualify, because Gladbach beat Real Madrid or some ridiculous result like that. Zivkovic, Bosancic, is there a runner? There is actually, if he can knock it around the corner, which he's not because he's losing the ball instead, which is a much better use of his time. Zivkovic has got this ball here. There's so much space. He's going to score, and it is 1-0 to Lyon. Why didn't Bosancic just pass it? There was a runner. He just held onto the ball. So there we go. We are a goal down after 14 minutes. We may have to start readjusting things, but I just don't think anything I do is going to make a difference in this game. We've got such a poor strength of team out. I'm not sure why we got caught so far up the pitch when we were on control, but we did. Zivkovic, it's a good finish from him. Harriman was a little bit suspect there, but, you know, what can you do? Being outnumbered by their midfield, well, I just don't know what else we can do here. Ferry, that's it. Win that ball. Planic. Over the top for Despotovic. Can he knock it to the side? He can. Militic goes for goal and it's saved. Take your damn chances. We have to take our chances. We are a goal down now, so we're going to have to go attacking a bit more. I'm going to not worry so much about controlling possession, although we are actually doing that all right. I might pass into space as well, since they are going to try and get more... Oh, Lord. Zivkovic's ball in, and... Good save. Oh, and Gladbach 2 up against Real Madrid. Well, it doesn't matter what we do, does it? We need a ridiculous swing for anything to happen, and it was never going to happen, was it? I can't believe Gladbach are beating Real Madrid by 2-0, though. It would have just made it sure that nothing we do today is going to make any difference. We could turn this game around and win it and still not get anywhere. God. Oh, come on, not another one straight away. Gorkuf, we just don't look up for it. And really, with the team we've got out, I'm not even that surprised. But when you've got most of your first team out, oh, Jesus. Giroud. But, oh, it's the post. El Monier. We may have to overload in the second half and just see what happens, because that's what we've done in the past, and it's sort of worked, but rarely. Bosancic, El Monier. Bosancic, is there a goal back for us? Zivkovic. Oh, he scored! Wow, Dusan Zivkovic on his debut... For Red Star, scores and gets the game at least back to within a vague hope of maybe snatching a draw or something, but we need more than that, unfortunately. But at least we've got a goal here. But Sancic finally picked a decent pass this time. It's a great strike from Dusan Zivkovic. Their goalkeeper had no chance, so both the Zivkovics have scored in this game, but we still need a ridiculous swing now for anything good to happen. Hello, El Monier. Zivkovic again, whipping it across, a Militic! Right, so he's directly in front of goal, and he's somehow managed to miss that. But that's Europe. Right. Well, second, it's all about overloading the second half. We're going to have to do it from an early stage because we need 2 goals, not 1. We're going to overload. I'm going to shoot on sight. I'm going to get stuck in a bit more because why the hell not? We're going to take more risks because we have no choice. Let's go for it. Let's just try and hammer them in this second half with throw everything at them. Even if we lose this by 4 goals to 1 or something. Oh my life. Then I don't even care because we just need to try everything we can, really. And Gladbach have a 3rd goal against Real Madrid. I mean, really? Oh, wow, they have 2 men over. I don't see this going well for us. And Giroud makes it 3-1 to Lyon. And, well, I mean, what can we do? Not even sure what else to do. I mean, apart from, say, team talk, go on overload, maybe? Not an overload, push forward. Oh, come on. Why does that menu disappear when they're showing you replays? That is... why does it need to disappear? But it doesn't pop back up again when I'm done, though. No, of course not. Push forward, I guess. Hope that we can come up with a bloody miracle. Sisto, Giroud, yeah. And Real Madrid have got a goal back, but it doesn't make any difference to us, really. I would like to see them turn it around, though, just so that there was a hope that, in fact, if we did do something today, it would have made a difference. And Gorkuf's pulled up here for Lyon. It doesn't matter because they're about to score another. Oh, what a save from Harriman. Well done, son. Better. they've been the better side. They're the home team. We've got basically no players out there. They were going to win this game. And now we have to make substitutions soon, which is going to make this even more difficult because we don't have any, essentially. We are in a substitutionless pit. Hauger with the long ball. Oh, wow, he's played it to the one man that was in an open space there. Good stuff. Giroud brings it down. Milicic will win. Oh, what is that? I do hate that when our passing suddenly goes to shit just because we're up against a big team. Oh, wow. And... Right, okay, well... Oh, dear. Let's see. Right, okay, I'm going to make a change in them. Oh, for the love of G... They can't control the ball to save their lives at the moment, so I think we're just going to have to let this one play out, guys. Every time a ball goes near one of our players, they just miss it or step over it. Or why are you not going backwards? I know we're on overload, but geez, there we go. It is 4-1 to Lyon. Big shock there. Well, we had to try something. We weren't going to get in the game, back in the game by playing defensive football, were we? Let's face it. We're going to have to make a change, but I don't know what the hell we're going to make as far as a change goes. We'll bring on Geraldo for Bosancic just because he's knackered. It's change number 1, but fat lot of difference is going to make. It's a shame, really, but we kind of knew what was going to happen when we came into this game. Yeah, we'll make those changes. 4 down now, so anything we do here is pretty much dead. Yep. I mean, decent header from Despotovic, but he's never going to score from there. He's not got the neck muscles. Probably just going to go straight through this one. Oh, no. Usually those ones just bounce straight through to their attackers. Jean. Right, at least we've got players back this time. Good tackle, Geraldo. Hauger. That's a decent pass in the midfield. Now watch Milicic spray this pass to absolutely no one. Or just lose the ball. Actually, it's not. That's not the worst part. Oh, never mind. Never mind. And the overlap almost certainly. Oh, he's just gone straight past him instead. And, oh, he's gone past him again. Grenier. And I don't even know how they didn't stop that. That second pass through the centre there, he just looked like he must have stepped over the ball again. Well. Like, fair enough, don't stop him there. But when the ball comes back here, it's gone right past you. Just stick a leg out. You know, just... Or just let it roll past you. That's fine. Carry on. I guess Antic on that left back, but... Because he can put some great balls in, but he's probably going to end up getting injured now that I've said that. Because that would just be how... So typical of the way this month has gone for us. I mean, we can close these guys down all we like, but it isn't going to make any difference. I guess Rangelov, bring him in. I mean, it was going to be a struggle even with the full strength side. I'm not denying that, but we had no hope in hell with this team. 5-1, maybe a little harsh. I don't know. Maybe not. Zivkovic round the corner for Rangelov. Oh, he's hit the post. Of course he has. Oh dear. Well, I've pretty much played my hand now, so unless we're going to score 6 goals or 5 goals in the next 3 minutes, which seems a little unlikely, even for us. I know we've done it before, nearly, but we ain't going to do it again, that's for sure. I guess that just means we're going to have to concentrate on the league again after Christmas, and there we go, out of the Champions League again. Gladbach did actually beat Real Madrid as well, so... Oh. Well, there wasn't really a lot these players could do. They're not first teamers, most of them. So there we go. Lyon actually do go through in second. We did pick up a win, at least, in the Champions League this time. Conceded a lot of goals, though, which is something we would like to try and stop the rot on next season. I can't believe Gladbach beat Real Madrid. Show us your magic. How did you do that? So there we go, guys. In the next episode, we will be, of course, doing, well... I'll probably do March as an... Oh, wow, actually, that's quite a lot of games. Fuck it. Yeah, we'll do March as the next episode. We'll come back and do there. So we'll be doing the Proletaire Novi Sad game. Well, yeah, that will be our live comp. We've also got Donja Shrem, Napredak, FK Rab, Mladost, and, of course, the unknown team who we'll be playing against in the Cup semi-final. I'd like to think that after that run of games, we'd be top of the league again, because I can't see Partizan winning all the games they've got in that period. We do, of course, have a massively important game against Partizan coming up soon. So there is that as well. So, if you guys like what you've seen, I sure as hell haven't, please feel free to drop a like on the episode, and if you liked it even more than that, please subscribe to my channel for more Portsmouth and Red Star Belgrade in your inbox every single day at 5:30 and 8 o'clock. And I will see you guys in the next episode for the Proletaire Novi Sad game. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.